Hello and welcome back to Corks Controllers. I'm Victor, and joining me, as always, is the cheesy counselor,
Mr. Victor.
And you might be surprised to see we have our first guest.
Yes,
Kaelyn.
Hola.
Wait, no, introduce yourself. Who
Hi, I'm Kaelyn.
K-Dog.
Yeah. No, I've known these fools for a while, and I've heard they had a podcast. They invited me. I'd love to talk.
We'll get into that. But that's not the only difference that we see here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also on what I deem to be the grandma couch. This is my couch. It's a real couch. We love it so much.
I actually do.
And I watch Netflix and anime and video games on this couch constantly. So if you're ever thinking like, oh man, how's Victor's private life? How does he play Starfield? Like this.
On the bridge couch.
On this seat, actually, too, on this middle seat. So that's a fun time. So yeah, so we're excited to have Kaelyn here. He's our guest guinea pig, as we put it earlier. But I think we're gonna have a fun time.
Oh yeah, no.
I think we are.
You guys talk about very fun, relevant things to my life. I like wine and and games. Yeah.
And music and anime.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah.
He's telling
And
us about
beer.
drill music last night.
Oh my God, yes.
I actually had talked to my coworker and was like, "Do you know what?" I wanted to find some empathy with her, like, "Do you understand how I feel?" Because they don't know what drill music was, and then she didn't know what drill music was either. So
There was no empathy.
I went right back into having to explain what drill music was.
Oh my goodness.
So what is drill music, Kaelyn? Really quickly?
Super quick. I'm not a music expert, but like 2012 roughly is when the pioneers of like Lil Durk, Chief Keef, that it's all about, from what I hear, is the one is what they call it's like the bass beat. It's like boom, and it lasts longer than all the other basses during that beat measure, and that's what really like separates a drill beat from a regular rap beat. But yeah, they just talk about like shooting people, gang violence. Not everybody talks about gang violence, but definitely typically rough, wild lyrics and drill music.
Wow. Okay. So that is drill music for you.
So Google drill music, and I have a tough time figuring it out. Kaelyn, let's start with you. I feel like it'd be kind of interesting to get to know you a little bit. So why don't you tell us about, because on the first episode we were just going over Victor's very impressive wine credentials. We went over my semi-impressive video game
very impressive
credentials. What about you? What's your background with alcohol, wine, spirits, video games?
Well, of course, like I've watched a couple of your episodes already. I wasn't about to just come on as a guest without watching some episodes, seeing how it rolled. I still haven't watched your most recent one, to be honest. Don't hate me.
Fuck, get the hell off my
right
couch.
But I would like to, I guess, say like I was, in a word, I was like Victor's protege. We had a similar work area. We worked in the same place that place that shall not be spoken.
Now, let me just say too that Kaelyn has been the finest protege that I've ever seen.
No,
he is by far my proudest achievement at that place.
This, of course, was years ago, though.
And it still is true.
And I still have definitely held on to a lot of knowledge, but I've tapered off, and I'm still in the wine industry, and absolutely like
hold up. I disagree with that. Okay, to our viewers, if he says he's like tapered off and whatnot, to give you an idea of what this man deems as appropriate. So for today's wine, we'll talk about it later. But he's all like, yeah, so I was kind of thinking about bringing a William Salem Farrington 2018. And I'm like, what?
Dude, there's nothing else to open.
Think about, like what level you have to be at to just be like, oh, we're going to go to a podcast. Let me just take, a little William Salem Farrington vineyard, like it's got nearly $100 bottle of wine, just to go shoot the shit.
I felt obligated. It's my first time.
To be fair, it's words to me, so.
Right, but it's like, so he has not tapered off by any means. I mean, he is still extremely intelligent, very well versed. So
I could definitely talk the talk for sure when it comes to wine. I'm not the most knowledgeable, and I don't have a sommelier or a WSET. But I mean, I'm thinking about getting actually a WSET level 2 pretty soon. But that'll just help with job market. But to relate to you, I feel I play obviously more video games than Victor. Not to be.
Okay, so
I definitely.
I don't know. I saw him play a lot of video games on his phone in the middle of a class.
Oh yes, we were at a wine class, and I was
mobile games.
Well, I mean, so full disclosure, this wine class, it's it was great. So if you had never had the wines of California, this class was great. But I was relegated to the back row in this class, which I don't like being in the back row. I feel like I'm being punished. I like to be closer to the front, you know? And so when I'm in the back row in the corner, you know, I can't see anything. I don't have a little tasting pamphlet in front of me. So I'm like, so I'll just play Merge Mansion. And that's what I did the whole game.
That's what happened.
Or the whole time.
I stopped playing mobile games in like 2012.
How dare you stop playing the games of the people?
No, they just never. I feel like it drained my battery way too often. It just wasn't worth it in the end. You know, I just didn't get much out of it. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
It's just not my vibe. But I do play a lot of console games. I don't have a PC personally. My brother does, but I play mostly Xbox console games. I do have a PlayStation as well, or at least my girlfriend does. But I play it.
What are we gonna do?
I feel like I'm a good middle ground between you guys. I have a solid background with wine, more than this Victor, and then I have a very solid video game background throughout my years, more than that Victor.
Yeah, so he's like perfect right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. So definitely I feel like it would be a fun little translative piece. You know, I can be there for you guys if you can't explain something well, or if he can't explain something well. I would hope to be there.
But did you take microbiology in Utah though?
Hell no. What?
Get off my show. Get off my show.
Alrighty. And Kaelyn, let me just ask you this too. Have you ever gone to like gaming shows and like actually was a reporter there as well taking notes on?
No.
Okay,
no.
so then
I was never like that on it. I didn't go to the EA convention. I didn't go to
The show immediately became a bully.
right. I know. I'm sorry, Kaelyn. It's just I saw Victor piling on and I'm like, I can't. This is what happens with Victors. When we get together, it's like we take a united stance and just go in for the kill.
No, you can absolutely like not interrogate me, I should say, but like, you know, definitely ask me whatever you'd like, man. I'm an open book for the most part, and you know, whatever gets the ball rolling, I'm about it. I love conversation. I'm a people person.
All right. Now, you guys might be also wondering, like, what the hell is... Okay, you got the grandma couch, you got the first gas and stuff like that, but what the hell's going on over here? Victor, you mind explaining what the fuck's happening?
Yes. Okay, so one of my vices in this life of mine, not that I've had multiple lives, but, you know, let's scratch that, please. No, just kidding. No. All right. So, so I am pretty big on some stuff that's known as tinned fish. I think it's a pretty cheap, healthy, little way of eating. And so I gave Victor a few tins a couple weeks back, and I was surprised that he said he liked them. It's like he actually ate them, and whatnot.
Pretty solid sardines.
And I was actually at a party with Kaelyn, and I was telling her about preaching the gospel of sardines, and Kaelyn's all like, I don't know, and I'm like, where you work at, Kaelyn? Get some sardines, put them there. It's going to be great, In
my defense, I totally assumed that they were anchovies. I for some reason connected the stuff I put on pizzas, and I was just not so salty.
It's like when people, like taste the Merlot, and they're like, I love this Cabernet. It's like, what? No, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But anywho, so then for today, me and Victor were at a wine class yesterday, and I was all like, you know what? I should probably take some 10 fishies, we can have an arrangement or whatnot. So you guys can't see this, but so we opened them like right before the show started, and that tin of mussels was good.
It was amazing.
So I've already eaten half of the tin, and I apologize to both of you because I'm robbing you guys of an immense amount of pleasure there.
Well, Victor and I wanted to have authentic reactions to the...
Oh, I mean, I had one, but...
Oh, okay. I haven't ate any of them yet.
So pretty much like, long story short, so I have 5 different grades of fish on there. So I have a chicken of the sea, sardines, and Louisiana hot sauce. I know it's dirt cheap, but it's so good. And then after that, I have the Wild Pacific sardines in olive oil. After that, I have the Varina sardines from Portugal in olive oil. And then after that, I have the Fanks, I think it's number 7 sardines. Nordic sardines.
What order did that go in?
Oh, so chicken of the sea is top left. Wild Pacific is the one right below it. And then the Varina right in top middle. And then right below that is the Fanks, the sardines. And I think it's heather and chamomile. And then those delicious Matisse mussels in oil and vinegar.
Interesting.
All right. I just realized we need plates.
No, we don't.
No.
You got a cracker.
No, absolutely not.
You get the chopstick, put the little...
What did you just call me?
Wait, are we going to...
Kaelyn.
No, are we going to open a beer first? Because I don't know. I don't know about just going in dry.
The man wants
like
a beer. All right.
You should.
All right, we're going straight into it.
You put me onto this podcast.
Okay. So for our first featured set that we're going with, if you want to be here, podcast, speak your name. So yeah, so we went to Lazy Dog last night, and the guy
After the wine class.
and the guy insisted that we join his little beer club because it would cost us like $3 because of some weird special they're doing. So we're like, sure, why not?
Wait.
So we grabbed one of these cans. What?
That sounds like a great deal. Wait, time out.
Why do you think we have beer?
No, I'm just saying. You said some three. Okay, even if it's like
It was some weird
$6.
Yeah, it was like some complicated lingo.
We asked him to repeat himself, and we were like, I was like, the point is we're only paying $3. He's like, oh yeah, and we're like, okay.
So pretty much the way he spun this was that, so like our bill came out to like $70, and he's like, okay, what's gonna happen is that we're gonna knock off $39 from your bill as a credit to that, but then we're gonna charge you for the beer. And at first I was all like, okay, so it's gonna be like, what is it, $27?
Point that at your mouth. You're sounding distant.
Whatchamacallit. So I was thinking like, okay, the total's gonna be like $27. I get the bill and I'm like, $70? What the fuck? I thought you were like gonna waive the 39, but whatever. I was confused. But we got eight cans of beer and a beer glass.
Wow. Okay, so if you walked out of there with like a $3 charge for 8 beers, I'd say 1. But did he take a card info?
Yes, he did.
Then I don't know how next month gonna be. No.
Right.
I'll get the email that says we're about to charge you, and then I'll be like, Victor, turn it off.
It's gonna be like $40.
So we got Lazy Dog's in-house Huckleberry Maze. Haze. That looks like an M. Anyways, Huckleberry Haze, which is an IPA with huckleberries. So yeah, we're gonna try this bad out. We're gonna have a live reaction, and we'll tell you what we taste.
I thought when you said maize that it was like made with maize wheat or something. Like
is it maize corn?
Oh shit, you were
Ooh.
right. You're right. Okay, see, I knew it was
motherfucker.
I knew it was.
Isn't that maize?
Here we go.
Oh god, that was spicy.
It was real spicy, and I love it. I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it after the show.
What are you not gonna say?
I'll say it after the show. I'm gonna be a good noodle today.
God, there we go.
Well, I'm super glad that whoever's watching is taking the time to watch it, though. So thank you guys.
Yes, to our loyal, faithful viewers.
Oh, okay, cool. We get a little taster. I was expecting we got sloshed on there.
Oh heavens, no. We don't get sloshed on the show. Only after the show.
No, we drink responsibly on the show, and so should you.
Yes, eat and plenty of water as well. That's the best way to avoid hangovers.
Yeah, there's plenty of water on this table. You see.
Kaelyn,
Sorry, that was the shade.
While I finish off this pouring, why don't you tell us about the Mortal Kombat we've been playing earlier?
Oh yeah, we're playing Mortal Kombat 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually kind of dig this one, man. Honestly, hella characters. I mean, yes, they have the originals. I don't know about this. I haven't played the story personally, but I noticed that like characters like Raiden, Kung Lao, they're like bad guys, I guess, in this one, which is kind of weird because they've always been a good guy in all the games, but it's fun. I like this newer character called Scarlet though, or that blood bending chick.
Ooh, I love the smell of the berries. Smell your beer, Kaelyn?
Oh, there we go.
I kind of smelled it as
Let's get into it. Oh yeah,
but it's a fun game so far.
Those berries are very prominent in those.
How do you say cheers in Japanese again?
Kampai.
Kampai. There you go. Kampai.
Sante, brothers.
Sante. Prost.
It does smell really berry. I should say very berry.
That doesn't taste like beer. That tastes like juice.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah.
It does taste like juice, kind of, but with like a grainyishness.
Somebody hand me a muscle.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's break into this.
Here, I got you guys. You want me?
Or actually, no. Let's watch Kaylyn's reaction to the muscle first.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. Here, I gotta sit up a little bit.
Can we please get the live reaction meme?
So it's the muscle
frame
first?
on him?
Yeah, it's a muscle first. Grab your cracker, put it on top.
No, I'm just gonna go in raw, dude. I'm just gonna try it. As
Do you
is.
advise that?
I do not advise that, but
I feel like it'd be the best way to taste it itself, you know.
Kaelyn, the master.
Victor shaking his head.
Although I'm gonna try squeeze lime on it.
No, just by itself.
Fuck it. Here, I'm just gonna grab it like that.
Oh.
It smells good. Softer than I expected. It like falls apart, kind of.
All right.
It's good.
Oh.
Now try it with a cracker. You'd be surprised what a
You already
cracker can
did.
do.
All right.
It kinda
That's the last time I'm making that joke.
Try it with a cracker.
All right. Try. I'm just saying. I mean, it's still good. It's just I feel it does need something.
It needs a textural.
It reminds me of like liver,
Like a
kind of
house,
that.
like a foundation.
Not the taste. The taste doesn't remind me of liver. It's like the texture. You know, just like kind of falls apart, kind of.
Well, I mean, it is like tenderized and whatnot when it's cooked. But yeah, so I think that the cracker really does it justice, though, because it's like you have this.
Is it like the foundation of a house? Like it gives us some nice.
If you're wondering,
Exactly, yeah.
sturdiness?
if you're wondering what crackers we're using, saltines.
Yeah, whole wheat
love
saltines.
saltine.
Whole wheat sardines.
Saltines or-
Sardines. Saltines. Whole wheat saltines.
Saltines are underrated.
Oh,
bro.
it's sardines. I can't even say it 3 times fast.
Sardines, sardine. Actually, no, it's hard to say saltines and sardines after. Now, tell me that cracker didn't make everything just that much more enjoyable.
It did. No, it did. It's a texture thing, and it's also a
Like the cracker absorbs the
It's a salty-
juices,
it's
and
a
then
salt thing,
like
too.
it's like this combination.
having the actual salt crystals did something for sure. That was good. It was
All right,
good.
Victor needs some muscles. He's scratching his neck like a fiend over here.
Oh my god, I love these things. Somebody pass me a cracker, please.
So, what games did you guys talk about last time?
Ooh, very good question.
The
I was
last
kind of
episode, you
curious. Yes, or whatever. I guess is more
So
recent.
we
Yeah.
revisited Starfield because
I feel like a name now.
episode previous to that, I was very hyped because I know how Bethesda games go. I was just the only thing that was left to answer that question is how a Starfield adventure incorporates into that. And then when I actually played the game, I was just like, yes, the elements are there, the storytelling's there, but the way it introduces it and the way it kind of cuts down exploration in a way with being pretty reliant on fast traveling kind of kills the exploration aspect to it. And Victor repaired the game with a I was editing it like literally an hour ago. I'm forgetting what you repaired it with.
Rusan.
No, that was the first time.
Oh, then it. What was it then?
I
I thought it was Rusan, the 2013
Oh,
Topless
you know
Creek
what?
Rusan.
You may have. You did Lanson's.
Oh
Label
yes, the
Brew.
Lanson champagne.
Oh, you did Lanson?
Champagne Lanson.
Oh, fancy. Was it the Noble Cuvée?
Yeah, because you're saying
No, Black Label.
Ooh, that's a
you're
good one.
saying
So
that
good.
it brutalizes you until the point where it gets really good,
Yes.
which is how I feel about that game.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then afterwards, he was telling Domain Huet.
Oh, Domain UA.
Yeah. He told me that, and I was just like, it's like tropical vacation-y. That kind of reminds me of Dead or Alive. A very perfect.
Oh yes, that was
the extreme
That
volleyball
kind
game.
of when you said that, it kind of reminded me of Dead Island too, because it's very beachy.
Oh, there
very,
you go, yeah.
very. Dead Island's a fun.
Yeah,
game,
the wine specifically, Kaelyn, was the Domain Hewitt, Moyo, Haut-Lieu, Vouvray.
There you go.
2009.
A Vouvray.
2009.
Ding. So just wait, it's sec, just standard.
No, Moyo. The super, super sweet one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never had a Moyo.
then-
I've only had, I think, like Grand Reserve Vouvray, and then you got that Bonzo. But
You gotta point that at your mouth.
Oh, sorry. Is it? So, isn't Bonzo also like made like
Yeah,
it's
also-
a Vouvray, but like Petritis?
Yeah,
and-
exactly. Yeah. So
okay.
there's also Quartz de Cham and Bonzo. And
So Petritis, if you guys don't know, is like noble rot. It's this like mold that grows on the grape and sucks out all the moisture, and then
making me so proud.
and then it leaves you with all the nice meat and sugar, and then they just process that, makes it super, super sweet. Sauterne does it very well.
Alrighty, Kaelyn, now show us your duality. Tell me about that video game Victor was talking about.
What, Starfield?
No.
Oh, which one?
I paired it with boobs and butts
I've never played Boobs and
because I
Butts.
was on
What?
the spot and I was just like, "Fuck it."
It was the Deadeye what?
It was Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball.
Oh my god! Never mind. Okay, so
You have played
So
that.
I've never played. Okay, no, I have played it, but I played like an older one. I played an older one. It was
Everyone
back in
tries
like
it at least once.
it was back in like 2000, maybe like 8, 9 or so.
For you, I've been
oh,
doing this
thank you.
whole time.
He's just keep hoarding his cracker, bro. Dead and Alive is a specific taste of video game, is what I would like to say. Not really my jive, but it's what is it? Isn't it like there's just different mini games you could play kind of throughout it, but it's
Yeah,
also
so-
a fighting game too. You could also do like Mortal Kombat fighting in it.
Yeah, so the base game is a fighter game. It's not weapon based. It's all hand to hand combat.
But they're women that are scandalously
very
dressed.
scandalous women. But Extreme Volleyball is obviously a spin-off where they play nothing but water sports and volleyball.
That's right.
For weird points that you can use to buy them gifts at the store and then give it to them so their stats are better when you play those games. So
They'll like you more, right?
they'll like you more. It's like semi dating sim, but you don't actually date them. They just like you better. So,
God.
and it will. And from a Let's Play I've watched, they can break your heart because you'll try everything you can. You motherfucker. I gave you the most expensive bikini. I gave you a bear. I gave you really good cheese, a bottle of wine, and all this stuff, and you still won't increase your stats for me. I hate you.
Is that like a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship?
Oh yeah, except they're being stubborn about it.
Wow.
No hate, but like, there's people in America are weird. People in Japan are just weird in a different way as well.
yeah.
Just definitely.
We
just,
all our things.
Absolutely. I mean, we're fucking really weird out here, but definitely there's some pervy people out there in Japan, but people love it out here in America, man. They keep selling it.
So then, Mr. Victor, shall we move on to our premise?
I thought we were going to move on to more.
Oh, be my guest, please. I always have the time to talk about our Lord
Okay,
and Savior
what do we got
Tin Fish.
here?
I think we should I think we should do like the cheapest to like the nicest one.
Okay, there we go, Victor.
I want to like see how it develops, how it gets better. How does my money spend to get?
So let me pass
And
these back
unless
to
price
you.
is not the only factor.
Well, no, but I want to see if that made a difference.
Okay.
That back on the board, please. Get the chopsticks as well. And you could use those chopsticks on the chicken of the sea sardines in Louisiana hot sauce.
There we go. I love hot sauce. Here we
Oh
go.
my God, those
I
are-
still feel like we need plates. Am I being overly cautious?
No, I just think it'd be a little crowded if you had plates, man. I really don't mind, but you have
Yeah.
to keep talking.
At least napkins. Should we get napkins?
We could. But again, I think that's what I love about the cracker. The cracker is like the perfect vehicle. So you have chopsticks, your fingers never come in contact with the sauce.
I will say,
Okay. I don't mean to be picky.
it looks weird. They do look weird.
Well, I mean, think about like little
Little fish.
yeah, little fishies.
I'm gonna be a little pedantic and say that saltine crackers have holes in them. It's not that wet. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
Yeah.
want to try this one first? Since I tried the.
Are we
missile
passing down?
one?
Oh, no, I'm
he's had it.
good.
Or well, I mean,
You're
you
good.
You
Yeah.
can still have.
I'm
some
saving
if
my
you like.
stomach for the good stuff.
Oh, there. Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was about to just say, wow.
He gave us the trash.
He did.
Everyone has to start somewhere. You started me with Unpack Me.
You're like, I'm not even denying that.
I'm not. I mean, it's good. It is, but my stomach is a limited space.
Kaelyn, are we going in together or?
No, I mean, you go in and I'll get mine set up. Go for it, man. I
there
did
we go.
mine first.
If you guys have ever had like Frank's Red Hot, it's literally just like a sardine with Frank's Red Hot. Red Hot.
It looks like a sardine with Frank's Red Hot on it, but also like olive oil and some other. Ooh, it's all like it's shiny, dude. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a.
It's just I know it's a fish. I'm just saying it's kind of weird just eating it whole like this. Oh,
You're so self-conscious about it. I just want it in stereo, that's all.
So tell me, this is not bad, right? So
I definitely love the hot sauce.
this goes for a whopping like $1.79 a tin.
you have to like fish.
No,
like
you have
this.
to like hot sauce.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I like hot sauce too.
I'm going in for seconds, too.
So for like a little snack, it's like this is great because so what I love about this tin is when you open it, it literally does not smell like fish. It just smells like hot sauce. So it's like you can take this to your break room, open it up. No one's gonna be like, "Ooh, what's that smell?" You're gonna be like, "Oh, hot sauce. You got chicken wings?" And they're like, "Chicken of the sea, buddy." That's what I got.
I don't know, man. You opened one of these other ones, and I was like, "Oh, that smells like fish."
Oh yes, that was the Varina, the middle one at the
Oh,
top.
this one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the straight Portuguese stuff.
Yeah, that one was fishy, but I still have like fishy. It just reminds me of like a tuna sandwich. You know, like it's fishy, bro. It's got
Lightly fishy.
Yeah, it isn't as aggressive as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like straight up fish.
And the
but-
more you go up in tier, like the less fishy they get. It's so weird.
Oh, I'm not ready for that.
I would say my opinion of this one is that if you know you like fish, but yet you're still a first timer for this guy, just know that it's mostly just going to be the texture because I think that hot sauce is almost, not quite
It's not hot.
covering everything, but it's almost covering. Like,
Yeah,
It's just got like tang. It's like a buffalo kind of like
yeah,
sauce.
exactly.
I just heard your belly, like I heard it like it went. Brr.
no way. There's no way.
No,
don't
watch,
believe you.
watch. Hey, editor,
Just know that
tell him.
shoot up the gains.
All right. So the next one's going to be a bit interesting. So that's going to be the Wild Pacific. So those are big boys. So those you're going to kind of like want to
Take a
slice
palate
in half.
refresher. Oh, what these guys? Oh, like
Yeah.
fold them onto it.
Yeah. Well, so I would probably say if you want, just use like half the fish. So you could probably use the little knife and just like literally slice it in half, and then you can
got
each put a little.
I think I could do it with the chopsticks, probably.
Yeah, I mean they're very tender. They're very soft.
Yeah, there you
easy.
go.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wow, Kaelyn gets us ready for us. Victor, how are you?
Oh man,
Oh
these
my
are
god,
thick.
I am doing great.
Guys, these are thick.
I-
These
I-
are thick boys. Sorry.
How you feeling about how you feeling about our first guest episode?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, there you go.
So Kaelyn is great because, like we were saying earlier, it's like he's the perfect amalgamation of both of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he has great video game experience. He has great wine and beverage experience.
Where's mine?
It's
Are we gonna do this one together?
yeah, you guys got to do it together. I'm never gonna forget one time me and Kaelyn were coming back from Napa Valley, and we were talking about I used to call them Marvel movies, and then I learned that they're Marvel movies. And he was explaining the different superheroes to me.
Bro, it was the most shocking thing I've heard that last year.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
somebody not knowing how to say Marvel just blew my mind. So I went on off a big tangent.
I'm surprised you didn't dunk on him.
Well, no, so
I'm respectable.
It did get to the dunking eventually because we started talking about their superpowers, right?
I realized how ignorant he actually was, and it got worse.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I was empathetic.
You thought it was
like,
bad. No, it's real bad.
That's how I feel about it. God, what was that game with the cheese?
Oh, I hate that game.
Damn it! Why am I forgetting it?
It makes me.
terrible.
It sounds like I Am Bread, but I know it's not.
No, not that.
No, it's like Stanley Parable, but it's the other one.
So, little tidbit on these sardines, they're lightly smoked. So, it's actually great.
Oh, I just tripped a little. It's okay. It's on me.
They are that good.
These are good.
So, they're just tender little sea nuggets. And now these are even better because when they're on sale at Costco, a 6-pack is on sale for $6.99. So, it averages out to be like about $1.10 a tin.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. I want seconds again.
I actually really like that. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, they're delicious. And again, a lot less fishy than the first one, right?
yeah, less fishy, and there's more texture, like more meat. I guess it's flaky, and I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm kind of eating like salmon or a fish.
Yeah.
or cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked fish.
I mean, this is how good little tin fishes can be. And so my favorite part about sardines, they're incredibly healthy for you.
Are they really?
Like, they're like 1,000 times healthier than salmon.
is it the omega-3s and all the fish oil?
Yeah, so it's the omega-3s, and then I forget what the other one is.
It's very good for your memory, is what I hear. Omega-3s are very
good for your memory, very
brain
good,
functionality,
very
and
good
whatnot.
for your hair and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, I put fish oil in my dog's food because I hear it's good for their coat.
Gracias.
Did you really just have a napkin in your?
I knew something was like this was going to happen.
Only
That's why I said
Victor.
bring napkins.
Victor's one of the only people I think I would ever.
I thought ahead, but didn't do it.
Might have a napkin on him.
So yeah, that's the Wild Pacific. Wild Pacific is great. I absolutely adore them. And then when you guys are ready, the top middle one is like you're talking like $7-8 a tin price.
Palate cleanser.
Right, there you go.
And the next ones are going to be even thicker boys.
I like the way that the last ones look. I don't know why I do. I think it's because it's not as dark as these first ones.
Oh yeah, the last one, Fangst. I mean, they're expensive as hell, but they're so good.
I don't know if you guys can like really see it, but they just got like this dark kind of skin on top.
They're
of
not
them.
going to be able to see that. I'm telling you right now.
Well,
So yeah, whenever you guys are ready
maybe you
for
can take a
the
picture later.
maybe when you guys are ready for the Verena, I really want to see that reaction because those are big boys.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay. We're trying to move through this so we can get on to talking actually about corks and controllers. But
well, even
these are relatable only because we hear there's maybe not a new trend, but an up and coming trend that was becoming more relevant, where people are pairing their wines with sardines and other tinned seafood.
correct. Yes, correct. I mean, it's just fantastic because like you have producer
Oh, shit. What the fuck's going on over there? Oh, just hit OK. That's nothing.
hit okay.
Press enter. Just press it.
Hit enter or okay.
No, press OK. I'm afraid of enter hitting something else.
Fixed.
Again. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. It's being an asshole is what it is. What's going on? I don't know who I'm talking to. What's going on?
So yeah, the Verena, those are big boys.
Oh, gracias. You finally considered me,
Then now
you
they're my
rude bastard.
Split the whole table.
So anytime you're dealing with these nicer Portuguese sardines.
Oh, so these are Portuguese.
Yeah, these are now Portuguese sardines.
So they like can them in Portugal?
That's pretty much like where the most famous tinned seafood comes from is from Portugal. That's what they're known for. So believe it or not, a lot of people, and myself including, just love to eat these sardines over hot white rice. That's all they need.
So like I was going to put this piece on, but then I realized it literally has like a fish skeleton in it.
So the funny part is you've been eating them this whole time.
No, I was assuming, but this time I see it and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
So the way that these sardines are cooked is that like the bones and everything are just so like tender. Like you don't even notice
Yeah.
they're there.
No, when I was eating the four that you gave me, each and every one of them, like No, let me step back. For the first one, I was like, oh, I thought they take these out for you, and I took them out. But for the rest of them, I stopped caring because it took so much of my time away from eating that I was just like, oh, wait, you can just chew.
And, it's like you barely notice them when you're eating them. It's like you don't really notice the spines. You don't really notice the scales. So with these Portuguese ones, you'll notice these are a lot more meaty.
They're herby-ish.
Yes, exactly. So now you're dealing with spices like cardamom.
Yeah, it's like
now you got like allspice. You have coriander.
I taste allspice. That's why I'm like, oh, it was like immediately hit with herb, and then it followed through with a little bit of brine, and then followed through again with like that meaty fish kind of quality.
I'm excited. The expensive tin now.
There you go.
We're moving through them quick.
Yeah, I mean they're little tiny fishes.
Better quick than slow.
I was going to go for seconds, but I was just like, we're 40 minutes in.
We're 40 minutes in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
To be fair, about 10 minutes of it is you guys saying horrendous stuff that will get you canceled, but it's okay.
I wouldn't say it was that. It wasn't that
I'm kidding.
canceled. Okay. Yeah, honestly, like we said some controversial things, but nothing anyone
Already so plop the fangs on a cracker.
We have to have a palate refresher.
Oh.
Yeah. The sardines are palate refreshers.
Now my stomach just went brr.
I just realized what that is. I think that's my neck. I think it's my throat. No joke.
We're not,
because I kind of felt it.
We're not having an anaphylactic reaction, are we?
No.
Don't use your magic words on me.
Any itchiness? Any
wait, what is the
reaction?
Wait, what is the meme? Oh, you have. I was like, I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Oh, my God. I know.
You know that meme? Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I could tell you what it is, but I do know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, this one's kind of sussy looking. They're like
believe it or not,
they're the shiniest.
they're so good.
I'm sure they are.
So
they're like the most whole fish looking.
Yeah. So these are all hand packed now.
Here you go, Pop.
And they use only the highest quality extra virgin olive oil for this.
It looks like really good. Actually, it's really clear.
So that olive oil, I'm actually going to tell Victor after, save it, cook with it. You're going to be like, whoa.
Hey, I do cook with it. I do cook.
That's how good that olive oil is.
I cook with fish sauce and it's delicious. So I could assume olive oil with like fish brine in it.
And also these fancier oils, you could also use them to make like salad vinaigrettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of purposes when you get up to the nicer stuff.
You're the first one. How is it?
I love it.
Yeah, is it delicious?
It's like, isn't it just like so?
I'm getting hyped.
I can feel what Victor's talking about with cooking with them. Like I already want to try it.
Like,
it smells
now,
the best.
Imagine that over hot white rice.
I don't know if this was advised, but I did eat all of the tins that you gave me over rice.
Yeah, that's like the best way to eat them.
Okay, good.
This one, I will say, it smells the smokiest. It's like it smells meaty, like savory.
Put it in your mouth, boy.
It's like perfectly herby. It
smells good.
It has like the heather. It has the chamomile. It has like this other I don't want to call it olive. Oh yeah, you're not gonna see any labels on there. That's the Fanks number 15 Sprat sardine from Norway, the Nordic ones.
Those are delicious. I would eat that whole tin.
Let me ask you a question, Kaelyn. Now, when we first proposed that you should be our first guest, did you think this is what you're going to be doing for the first 20 minutes?
Having a tasting of tin fish?
No, and I'm actually super pleased. Actually, I was thinking we were just going to drink and talk, which I'm all game for. But
we got to feed. We got to eat too.
I love snacks.
Don't worry, we're about to eat and drink right now. Mm-hmm. On to the rest of the show.
Yes.
Thank you guys for joining us so much. If you have any suggestions for what oh my God, what the hell?
That was what I was worried about getting on this show. Is I would do something like that.
I do it all day. If you have any suggestions for what we should be trying, whether it's a video game, alcohol, spirit, then you can email us at podcast@speakingonnet. You can also use that email to get in touch with us if you want to provide a bottle for the feature table.
Yes, hit us up. I will say good things about you.
I'll make sure that they mention you.
There you go. And on to the rest of the show. Gentlemen.
Thanks so much.
Of course.
I'm going to finish this.
I got a game in mind that I want you two, now that we have a guest, to discuss what could be paired with this particular title. Now, this one, it is currently my backup game, and what I mean by that is, excuse me.
It's the beer. That's why I wasn't drinking it. I'm like, I don't want to be burping up sardines and beer.
I know. Now I flew it in your direction.
Delicious.
It tastes wonderful, doesn't it?
Now, what I mean by my backup game is I am currently still with with full of rage and aggression, playing Starfield.
I just noticed we're dressed like fuck boys.
We are dressed like fuck. That's fuck.
Bro, I changed to come here.
Wow.
Anywho, okay, so you were filled with aggression, Victor.
Wait, time out. I will say I did not think we were going to be sitting on a rose flower couch when I picked this out. So I wasn't playing.
I feel like I was the odd man out. I needed something with some flora, fauna on it. So
it's like Kaelyn has the proper like Renaissance roses. I have some palm tree beach thing going on, and the Victor's like right in the middle.
You look like you should be in Hawaii, man.
Spiritually, I am in Hawaii. But anywho, so you were filled with aggression, Victor, about this video game.
Yes, I'm filled with aggression while playing Starfield. But what I play during when I'm at my new undisclosed work on breaks or just in between time on my fancy Steam Deck, I'm currently playing a game. Kaelyn, I mentioned this earlier. Persona 5 Royal. Now, let me tell you about Persona 5 Royal. Victor.
Yes.
Kaelyn, if I may.
You may.
So Persona 5 Royal is a turn-based RPG, but it also melds into other genres. It can be a little bit of a dating sim. You do have romantic options. It is a little bit of a time simulator in terms of there is linear time in this game. You start off in the beginning of the school year, because you go to school as well. And days pass by. You can't get that day back. When you spent your day doing your activities, you go on from, like, for example, August 20th to 21st. There's no going back to August. Whatever decision you made on August 20th, you better fucking love it, because we're gonna keep going.
Dedicate to that choice.
And the reason why there's mechanics like activities, like romance options, like a day cycling that goes on is because is the reason why the days matter is because not only are you a student, you are an alternate reality heart stealer.
You can like get into people's minds and shit, like through your persona.
Oh, I already have a damn grape in mind.
All right, there we go. So the opening premise of this game is that you're just some kid who kind of got in trouble and needed to move in with some fostering guy, whatever. And like, it's just like, oh man, I bet I'm in lots of trouble. I'm deemed a criminal in my community, so I might as well stay on the up and up. But then you learn on your first day on the way to school that apparently through your smartphone of all things, you have the ability to go into an alternate dimension, which is the manifestation of people's darkest thoughts and feelings. And for example, this is not a spoiler, this is the very first mission. There is a bad guy gym guy who mentally and physically abuses his athletes into playing better, and because he himself thinks he's just the king of the school. And so when you go into the darkest manifestation of his heart, you are in a castle. It is dark. He thinks he's the king of the castle. He's wearing some weird shit. He's like half naked with the fucking with that king cape and a crown and stuff, and he's just being an asshole. And the reason why you're going into the darkest manifestation of his heart is because if you go in there and defeat him, the real life him will realize the errors of his ways, kind of break down mentally, admit his wrongdoing, and have a change of heart. And that is the whole premise of the game: is you're going into the minds of evil, corrupt people and making them have a change of heart.
I kind of like to describe it as you're a therapist that actively fights their inner demons.
There you go. That is the closest way. But the reason why I've been playing this game and I've been enjoying it so much is because your boy's on a romantic kick lately. I've been watching things like Horror Mia. I've been watching things like A Silent Voice. I love the romance.
Nicole must be so happy with you.
Man.
I
love A Silent Voice.
Everything that has like a romance storyline in it, I've been looking at it. I don't know why. I think
Taylor Swift got you.
Taylor Swift got me as well. That's right. That is correct. And
it's okay.
And yeah,
man. You can like Taylor Swift. It's all right.
When I saw, okay, I've known of Persona games for the longest time. This is the 5th one, which is also like a freaking DLC expansion of it that's like built in, whatever. I'll get into that later. And I was just like, man, I I just don't know. I just don't know if I can get into it because they're such big games and they're turn-based action. And then my friend like, no, listen to me. My best friend Craig, he's like, look at me, you stupid bastard. This will probably be the best game in your entire life because this game is exactly like playing your favorite anime.
Excuse me.
Wow.
That is how intricate and fun the storyline is.
You're not wrong. Plus, the art style is absolutely catered towards an anime like manga style with color. You know, it definitely plays the part well.
And I definitely grown up playing turn-based RPG, so I'm not turned off by them. It's just sometimes depending on the game, it can be an outdated gaming mechanic, but this game does it very well. So once I learned that, and once I learned that it's just like playing anime, and once I learned that I can romance some kawaii girls, I was fully in.
There's immediately two like wines/wineries I think of when I think of that game. One,
let's go. But let Victor finish first.
Oh, sorry.
I was literally about to say I'm gonna stop talking and let these boys get at it.
I was just let it naturally come. You know, I was like, okay, well, you said enough for me to already think of two different wines.
He was in the first 2 minutes. I already knew where he was going with this.
The minute he said Persona, I actually. Unlucky for you, I actually kind of I know about it. I haven't really personally played them, to be totally honest, but I have watched gameplay. There's plenty of YouTube videos that praise it for being a good game, and I got to know enough.
Alrighty, so my brother in Christ, tell me what you think he's looking for.
One of them I think of as Aperture, because I love photography, and they're all about like the aperture is. Wow, I'm crazy. Sorry, not Aperture, but it still has a relation to a camera, which is why I got it mixed up. It's called monochrome. And it's all about color, like their style, the monochrome being black and white, and then how a camera derives color. And it is an extremely colorful game with a lot of awesome, like, I'd say animations because of the comic booky style. It has an anime style.
White, black, and red.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But the second one I think of because of the love story part is Amarone, of course. I heard this story that Amarone, tell me if it's true or not, apparently Amarone out there in the Veneto, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Romeo and Juliet, that's like apparently where that all went down, and that's where the love story side of it comes in.
Correct. Yeah, you're right.
So that's kind of what I think about when, think of course about relationships and love. Amarone is Valpolicella, but a lot nicer. It's daddy.
Alrighty, so maybe I got too invested in this Victor and Kaelyn. Maybe I did.
Oh.
But I took this as a challenge as to, okay, there is, what the hell
He's
is
showing
that?
you a picture
Here's
of
a little
Persona.
bit of the art style.
Oh, yeah. So then you can relate to why I mentioned color.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And this is going to fit perfectly well. Okay, so to summarize what Victor said about this video game, in my own words, I understood it as you are this little kid who's supposedly a criminal. You get banished somewhere else. And somehow you find your way to become a pretty good person. But then there are these other, rich, snooty assholes that are like, you're not us. You're never going to be us. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, you're not far off.
Alrighty, but then it's your job as the little goody two-shoes to pretty much help them understand okay, I may not be you, but I can help you. And it's better to have me as a friend than an enemy.
But you're whooping their ass, though.
Correct.
Mentally.
And instead of just having a conversation with these people, you're just like, that guy's an asshole. I'm gonna go in his brain later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside of his psyche and just beat his ass.
Yeah, so I mean there's a specific region that comes to mind, and this specific region is Oregon, and the grape is Pinot Noir. So the reason why I did this is because Pinot Noir back in Burgundy is this noble grape. I mean, other grapes were sacrificed in its honor to, produce, noble wines and whatnot. And I agree, Burgundy is great, And then Oregon. So Oregon didn't really get its start until maybe the 70s, 80s. And back then, Oregon was just relegated as, this trailer trash park, or trailer park trash, whatever. You're never going to be anything. You're way too cold, you're never going to amount to anything good. Just stop trying. And then it just so happens that there is this specific winery I'm not going to mention because I don't like them. But they did do this.
That's such a Victor move, by the way.
So they were in a blind tasting with some top dogs from Burgundy, and they actually won. And a part of who they beat was a famous little winery called Romanée-Conti, which is the most expensive Burgundy in France that averages about $25,000 a bottle. So at that moment...
And you're not going to mention these people?
No, because I don't like them. They make great wines, but they're not up to my standard.
They literally won against Romani Conte.
And they're still not good enough in my book.
Romani Conte.
So, this specific grape, Pinot Noir, has a way of overachieving in other regions like Chile, out in Patagonia, in whatchamacallit, why am I blanking on the name? The Central Otago of southern New Zealand. And then also, I don't want to, toot our own horn, but the Santa Rita Hills and Santa Barbara and, the Sonoma Coast can make some pretty good examples. But I still think that Oregon has done justice. At this point, there are now wineries from Oregon wineries from Burgundy buying land in Oregon.
That's accurate.
Because as global warming becomes a bigger issue, they're starting to learn, we're better off having some land over here because they're doing some pretty good stuff. So, at this point, it's like Oregon waged holy war on Burgundy in these tastings. They beat the hell out of them. But they did make them better because now, guess what? Now you can buy Burgundy and it's almost going to be just as good.
Washington and Oregon are literally the closest things I think we have in America to Burgundy. So it absolutely makes sense. I think that they would win against a blind tasting.
Washington, I don't know so much, but Oregon, the Dundee Hills, the Yola Amity, that's what came to mind. I was all like, when you're starting saying, like a criminal, I'm like, poor Oregon Pinot Noir back in the 70s and 80s couldn't get into your spec, and now it's like getting an appointment at Antica there is basically impossible.
I'm assuming it was like, what, too cold out there?
Back in the 70s, 80s, it was just way too cold, and no one knew what they were doing.
Global warming, baby.
So, that is my official pairing. Any bottle of Oregon Pinot Noir. Now, might I humbly suggest some of my personal favorites.
Here we go.
Please.
Domaine Druhin.
Oh, yeah.
The basic Dundee Hills bottling.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Excuse me. Then let's see. After that, I would probably say Adea, the Fisher Family Estate Pinot Noir, goes for like about $40-ish. Outstanding.
I liked Alexana a lot, the Willamette Valley.
Oh, yes. Dude, and then there's also Alexana.
I will say they aren't Burgundian, but god damn, did they make I just wanted to shout out. I love that bottle. When we were talking about Pinot, I'm sorry.
And I would say that it's pretty hard to find Oregon Pinot Noir under $20. That is great. But if you do have to throw that money around like under $20, there is a little tiny place, well, not even a place, it's more of a wine, called Corvallis Cellars. And you can find that for like about $15.99. It's just the picture perfect definition of what Oregon is. It's like, it's black tea, it's like citrus peel, it's silky, it's velvety, it's juicy. Yeah. So that's my official pairing.
There we go.
Beautiful. Well, yeah. No, I would say I agree totally. You did dig a lot deeper than I did, but I just kind of surface saw it, and I'm like,
but see, here's what's great about having you here, though, is that you actually play the video game.
Yeah, and there's just two different dynamics. I focused a little bit more on visualizing and storyline, and you based it more on like the whole idea of how the game is and it works.
Yeah. But it's like ultimately, I'm not the guy sitting playing the video game,
You focused on like the social dynamic of the whole game. And I was like, oh, well, that was definitely not something I thought about.
But now, would you say that the average gamer is going to look into what I thought or look at what you did? Victor, here's a perfect chance for you.
And
it's not a competition, obviously.
The pure premise of this show is that me and Victor over here are polar opposites, and now I'm in the middle, not knowing a fucking goddamn thing that's happening.
So, Amarone was the reason why is because it was in that specific area where the whole story of Romeo and Juliet came around, which is related to love, which is how I related that, and then the color part with the other one, and he related it to the whole social dynamic of how you work into people's minds and become almost like their little therapists, but you beat up their psyche.
Yeah, and you make them know they're good. They're just not that good.
And so Washington Pinot was the way you
Oregon Pinot. Washington Pinot. Yeah, Washington Pinot. Yeah, you got some work to do, Washington.
Well, it is a very long game, so it sounds like I have plenty of time to get sloshed with both of these bottles.
Or all three of them.
All three of them.
Absolutely. There's actually a whole bunch more to come from Oregon, I'm sure, too. So you got plenty of time.
Oh, yes. I love you, Oregon. Send us some wine, please.
Let me tell you, Victor, this game can easily go from like playing for like about 38 hours if you rush it, all the way up to like 200 hours.
Like Tears of Kingdom or no?
In terms of like activities to do, but like obviously not the same gameplay.
Respect. That was a pretty good, like, I wasn't expecting him to kind of like.
Oh, he's learning.
I'm learning.
That was a close, relative thing. That was closer than I expected you to go, to be honest.
The first episode was rough.
He said Tears of Kingdom. He knows it. He knows them. Good for you.
I love Tears of Kingdom. That's why he knows them.
Oh,
yes. I actually got to like look at it. Like,
that's fair.
All right. We're going to take a quick break here in terms of equipment and just kind of just resetting ourselves. We'll see you guys in a quick second.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show.
Oh,
Yes.
Before we keep going, we also need to open our bottle before we get to the second part of the show. But before that, I have a little bit to get to.
Oh.
As you can tell, dear viewer, if you're on the audio podcast, I love you as well. Please watch the video. We have a mismatched glass that says girls' night. Now, I don't mean to be a stereotypical like macho like guys just like you're gay,
Look at what we're wearing.
Like I don't want any toxic masculinity back here, but I do think it's funny that we have to compete for who gets the girls' night glass.
I'll take it.
All right,
That's not fair. That's not fair. Just like, well, I could have said that too. I want the girls' night glass now.
I also want the girls' night glass.
Well, look at that. There's
I'm
no
the
toxic
guest.
masculinity.
I'm
Look
the
at
guest.
we're all Kens now. Look at that.
Don't you think
we're
I
not-
should get it because I'm the guest?
Hey, I'm the one wearing pink. Okay.
That's fair.
We're not competing to emasculate each other. We're competing because it's a fucking cool ass glass.
Okay. We got to
All
make
right.
some kind of little.
All right,
wait.
fuck,
We got to
just
make.
gotta-
Yep. I was about to say a little quick competition
We
here.
just got to do a little
Paper, rock, scissors. Wait. On 3. So 1, 2, 3, or is it 1, 2, 3? Shoot.
on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck you, bro. He wins. God damn it, bro.
Here you go, Victor.
I knew love would win.
And as the winner, you get to explain our wine.
Oh hell no! I'm giving it back. I'm giving it back. And Victor's going to explain this one. Not just kidding. Alrighty. So today we have a pretty cool little bottle of wine. So this is going to be Domaine Coudeli's Côte de Rhône. You guys probably can't see this, and you definitely won't be able to see this now.
Show a picture, Victor.
Post Victor.
There is a cool little thing on the foil cap that says more about the wine than the label will give you.
May I?
Yes. So
Is it a récoltant?
it is a récoltant. So récoltant is pretty much French
and
for
it's red.
/ grower producer. So anytime that you see these words, you are pretty much guaranteed that this wine was estate grown and estate made and estate bottled. And this bottle of wine goes for like maybe about $13.
Are you going to tell him about the other ones?
Yes and no. So there are 2 other categories as well. So there is an in, or that you'll see on here that instead says or stands for négociant. That means that they're either purchasing already made wine or grapes and blending it at the property. Not always the most noble cause. And then there is the E that I believe is a mix of both estate grown fruit and purchased fruit. So there's that. So récoltant, by all means, is the best one that you can get. Now, if the sticker is green, that's like the highest tier. If it's red, it's right below that. Then there's blue, then there's orange. So depending what tier you're at, if you get a green récoltant, you struck gold.
I've never seen an orange one that's wild.
Yeah, no,
I've
yeah,
never
I don't think
That's
they're
about taxing, right?
Yeah, I think it's about taxes. So yeah, this is going to be a little Côtes de Rhône. So Côtes de Rhônes are fun because these are just super gulpable, juicy, refreshing little wines. And when I was thinking about tin fishies, I'm like, okay, I don't want to take a white wine. I want to take a red because I want to show these guys that you can pair fish with red wine. You just have to be very, very careful.
Okay.
So first thing about this wine, it's about 80% Grenache. Then the rest is going to be Mourvèdre. There's no Syrah in this, so there's not going to be any of the little olivey, meaty kind of little characteristic. The second thing, though, is that this is a 2018. You don't really drink Côtes de Rhônes that are older than 2-3 years old.
Yeah, because you want to maintain the freshness. the
Exactly.
acidity, right? Yeah.
But when you let it age a little bit, they become a lot more gentle, a lot more soft, and the tan is mellow, which is perfect for a little fish that doesn't really have a lot of fat.
What's a video game that sounds like that?
Right? No, the video game pairing is coming, believe
really?
me. That is coming. But yeah, so let's open this little bad boy up.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I've always had super good experiences with Côte de Rhônes. Personally, I like, there's this like little sub-region called Vaqueires, and that has been my favorite personally. They just kind of come off a little more herbaceous, a little more olivey, savory. I dig them that way.
Now, Victor, last episode, I don't remember if it made it on screen, but you ranted about how you wanted your foils to be prepped. But maybe did you save it this time because you wanted to tell us about this fun fact?
Exactly. I did.
Oh,
Because last time he was like shaking. He was just like, I gotta cut this shit.
Yes.
because you're trying to cut it right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I'm like, I want to make sure that the presentation is great. And if you look at this one, you'll see it's an even cut all around.
There you go.
And then even more importantly, the actual bottle, it's not.
It's not an even cut. No, I'm just kidding. It is. Actually, it's just... Here, let me flatten it.
This wine smells like plums and cherries, and I'm already in love.
Wait, why are you flattening it?
Oh, no, because like one of the sides wasn't, so I was like, no, you didn't.
All right.
Interesting. So again, it's an 18. So typically, I guess we wouldn't age it, but they're very ageable still. You can hold them for that long. It's just typically people don't because they're so drinkable.
Exactly.
So early.
Yeah, and because they're affordable too. I mean, people don't really have the urge to age them.
Or maybe if you're just a fan of less acidic wine, like wine that maybe isn't as fresh, and you want that riper kind of style, some people will sit on this for a little bit just to mellow out that acidity and tannin build if you have tannins in your Côte d'Or. Because that is not uncommon.
I love this glass.
Girls' night. What?
Well, cheers, Santé.
Cheers, guys.
Kampai.
Thanks again for inviting me, guys, and thanks again for
thank
whoever
you
is
for
still
coming over.
watching
Now, Kaelyn, I don't want to.
or listening.
I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I have a very good feeling that you're going to be a frequent guest.
do this? So what surprise? Oh, am I going to be back here? That'd be super cool. I do like talking to you guys.
There you go.
Taste the wines.
Oh yeah, no.
I was like, why are you staring at
You
me?
go first. We know what to expect. Well,
the
actually,
hell?
I haven't had this at all.
No. And if you have, you haven't had them this aged.
And you said again it was a Domaine.
Domaine Coudelis. Yeah, they're a tiny little grow producer. I think out closer to the at like maybe 20. Ooh, no, maybe closer to like 10, 15 kilometers from Avignon. So they're not too far away from Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
Mm-hmm. Okay, for sure.
I'm getting a bit of like candied fruit a little bit.
Yeah, it's like really ripe fruit, but then when you taste it, it's like perfectly ripened fruit. It's like it's juicy blackberries, fresh plums, pomegranates.
Yeah, definitely the plums. I'm feeling you on the plums.
I almost got like a cranberry vibe kind of on the nose, but
It's just such a delightful
red
little
cherry
wine.
for sure.
Yeah, it's like all about freshness. There's like no dried components to it. There's no jammy components to it.
Oh, zero tannins. For me, at least.
Yeah, and it's something that, you know, when you want to pair it with fish, be my guest.
There's also still like, it is ripe. It is slightly dark, like almost a black cherry-esque kind of front, but it's got some earthier quality still to it for being.
That's the Mourvedre.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's like you get all the juicy fruit from Grenache, and then you get like this dank, herby, but
near
not
the end.
savory, you know, kind of character to it.
Definitely in the finish is where it like lingers around with that earthier
So I'd
quality.
highly suggest you guys try this with the smoked sardines.
Of course, brother. I'm going to go with the Portugal ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, those with those herbs and spices in there.
All right, let's give it a go. I love food pairings. When we worked at our old job that shall not be named, I taught wine classes, which this gentleman definitely has helped me like develop those classes, but definitely taught them myself. But I can't, you know, I still did stuff. But I taught this one class, and it was called Unpretentious Pairings. Oh man, I love that class, guys. If you think you gotta be I gotta spend money, I gotta have a filet mignon with my Cabernet. No, you don't. You can literally pair champagne with potato chips if you'd like. It's really just about the bare bones of what pairing's about and matching up with acidity versus salt versus sweetness versus spice. All of it matters. Doesn't mean you gotta spend a lot of money to do it.
I am so proud. Look at this man.
What?
Like
I'm just letting you
blossomed.
guys know.
I'm proud as well.
Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are so sweet.
I mean, he didn't hook me up, but, you know, it's fun.
You guys help yourselves.
Okay, no, Victor's all like, really, man? You gonna leave me hanging like that?
Well, I'm gonna try the pairing. I really want to try. I want to pair. I'm not gonna put lemon. I haven't put lemon on any of these, and I've still liked them a lot. So no.
Again,
I want to do.
No, yeah, no. I would say no lemon juice with the red wine.
It's just too much acidity.
Exactly.
If I was having a white wine, maybe like a Chablis or something with higher acidity. for
Again,
sure.
I'm a wine noob. And
We're barely talking about video games.
Lemon with red wine sounds like the worst idea.
No, so with the really soft and juicy red wine like this, it's perfect because like the wine has like little to no tannin. It's just juicy dark red fruit. When you combine it with the spiciness, the smokiness, or you know the savory characteristics, it's just a fantastic little pairing. Now I would say this wine could probably be a little bit colder. That would probably aid a little bit more. I did have it refrigerator temperature when I left the office, but
it definitely shows more spice, like initially, but not like aggressive spice. It just shows more earthiness on the front, less berry when I do pair it with that. But again, there's pairings that you do to show different parts of the wine. So say you like berry part of it, the berry part more, then get something that's more herbaceous or earthier. It'll balance out that flavor, and then all of a sudden you're tasting a lot more of the berry.
Yeah, to me, it's like the perfect way of clearing a palate in terms of just like the pleasant transition, from the smoked taste that you get, and then like this almost matches it, and then gives you a nice clear
Yeah, I mean, again, they're just
palate to go in for another taste.
And I mean, this is literally a date night that you and Nicole could have for under $20.
No, honestly.
Like literally wine and fish included, and crackers.
You call me cheap?
No.
No, I love cheap.
There's a lot of girls I know that probably would not mess with this.
I can make three.
Oh, right.
I can make 3 times as much, and give me a cheap date, please.
Yeah, no, my dream date is totally tin fish.
My cheap date's like ramen. I love ramen.
You could also probably put some of these little sardines in ramen, and it would probably work.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
telling them to stop.
Yes. Stop, bro. You give me
telling you,
ideas. here.
like these are just like
Delicious.
I just love sardine. Well, tin fish in general because it's affordable, it's delicious, it's healthy, and it's so versatile, and it doesn't go bad. It's literally you just keep it on the shelf.
It's really weird, like how I just never really like took advantage of tin fish before, but they really
You didn't because canned tuna has ruined this reputation.
absolutely. No.
I despise tuna with a bloody passion.
Have you ever had canned octopus?
I love tuna.
Or squid?
Yes, I have.
It's not terrible.
No,
I had that back when I was in like high school, like 2010
the same
or
brand
so.
that makes those mussels, they make incredible canned octopus.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna mess with some canned octopus, but excuse me, I really do like this wine. I think it could pair with something better. This
Oh,
would
by all means, yes.
This would definitely show better, I think, with something with more acidity, so the acidity can mellow out after you eat that. because
Correct,
of the
correct.
brine. But there's no rules to pairing, you guys. Honestly, if it tastes good to you and you feel, me personally, there's some people that like to take a bite of something and mix it with the wine, like while all the food's in their mouth, go whoop and just swish it around. That's not really my vibe. I like to eat the thing and then rinse it down with the wine, which it depends on what I'm eating, man.
And that just gave me an idea. If you want to play with the laws of God, and there is nothing against you using an air fryer, air fried sardines are
stop.
out of this world.
Okay.
But your house is going to smell like sardines for a good couple hours.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Victor, are you playing God right now?
I am not. I'm just saying if you're willing to play with the laws of God.
Yo, what's that game where you do play as a god?
Humanity?
Thor?
No, it's the one where it's like you're literally like a finger and you can like boop boop and like grab people.
I don't
It's an
remember the
old.
name.
No, it's an old game. I'm sure Victor, editing Victor is going to find it, but. You pick like certain characters. You pick like what is it, like a wolf guy, a lion guy, or to be the god or whatever. But yeah, you can either be really bad. It was one of the very first games that came out with that good bad system. Like if you did good things, you do good things and good things happen. If you do bad things, you can like destroy a whole city, because you're their god.
You're driving me nuts.
I know. I'm sorry because he does know what I'm talking about. But
Alrighty,
don't
so-
worry, editing Victor knows what I'm talking
Victor,
about.
you ready for your pairing challenge?
Yes, go ahead, Victor. Give us the wine, and Kaelyn and I will pair a game with it.
Alrighty.
yeah,
So first of all, we're going to Portugal with this one. And this is one of the best damn pairings you will ever have with sardines. I did this a couple days ago. So this wine has a nickname known as the crab wine because the label features a crab. It is a tall, skinny green bottle with a white screw cap, slightly fizzy. It is the Santola Vinho Verde. And the Santola Vinho Verde is just this delightfully spritzy, bone-dry, refreshing, slightly fizzy, high on the like lemon juice, lime juice spectrum. Absolutely thirst quenching. Has like a bit of saltiness, but like a tiny bit of like this honeydew melon meets like I don't know, like a kiwi kind of flavor.
Wow.
This
Okay.
wine is just
I have one.
exhilarating. Like it just makes you excited for whatever you're gonna eat because your tongue is just getting zapped with flavor all over the place.
I think I have a game. I'm gonna let you
So
cook.
you take a little bite of these salty, oily sardines, and then you take a sip of the wine, and it's just like an explosion of like, oh my god, I taste the olives, I taste the fish, I taste the lemons, and if you add a squeeze of lemon juice on that sardine, then take a sip of that Vinho Verde, oh my god, it's like fireworks. And now my favorite thing about that specific bottle of wine, it goes for a whopping $7.99 a bottle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Vinho Verde is very affordable, guys. If you ever want to try it, it's actually delicious.
Yeah, that Vinho Verde is just like
it's summer in a bottle, dude. It's floral, it's citrusy, it's sappy, but not aggressive, but still has some sugar for you to like, balance out. Definitely summer wine. Porch pounder.
So my challenge here is what video game or media will give me that excitement at that price?
Okay. Wait. I have two.
At that price?
One of them, yeah. No. Okay. Maneater or whatever. It's that shark game.
Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry.
No, you're
At
good.
that price?
I want something budget friendly.
No, he's thinking like of a budget friendly game that also like.
You sack of shit.
Well, no. Okay, I still think you should say.
What, are we going
what,
to GameStop after this?
I think you should still say what you're going to say. But when you said budget friendly, I have two still.
Because
Actually, both of them are budget friendly.
What happens if I'm a wine drinker but I want to stay under a budget? What happens if I want to be a gamer but not spend a lot of money?
Okay. I'm just going to go with my first one. Subnautica. Subnautica, I think, is a great, great example. It's a cheap game. I think you can even get it on Game Pass.
You can easily get it on sale for anywhere around like $5, $6, $7.
Cheap. But it is a game where you are first person, so from your perspective, and you explore the sea, man. You can literally scan different environments, get different upgrades to make your base / vessel / ship, whatever, your little submarine better. But it's also very, very scary if you decide to go into some... I don't know about people watching, but I have like low-key some thalassophobia. Like I'm just not about open ocean or dark corners of the ocean. Just say goodbye to that. I'll just kill myself. But that game is very intense and
so it's exhilarating.
It's exhilarating. It's cheap. It's relatable to, I think, the wine, but I also think it's mainly because we have the sardines going on, too.
I didn't even think about that facet.
Yep. That's because of the fish. I kind of just, thought about that.
Victor, I don't think Kaelyn can hear us. What's like a famous winery that's like by the ocean that we can prank them into going to?
That we can prank them into going to?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What are you guys talking about?
Maybe Hirsch Vineyards?
Oh, it's by the open ocean, right? It's like maybe like a couple minutes drive or something.
I really wish I could hear these guys.
Yeah,
That's
Hirsch Vineyards.
You should do that one day.
Yes, Raskin Ridge.
Hey, Kaelyn.
Beautiful.
How's it going?
Oh, dude, what's up? You guys haven't been here in a sec.
We're just talking about, my favorite child.
I'm weak. Thanks, bro.
I'm talking about Pinot Noir. What do you think? What do you think you're talking about?
Are you talking about me?
Oh, no, but you are, Kaelyn. You are.
I thought he was talking about me.
You're the star child.
No worries. I was just messing around.
You're the one that every other sibling looks up to and says, "Fuck, I'll never be as good as them. I'm never gonna get attention."
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, guess what? You got no competition, right?
It's a lot of responsibility, Uncle Ben.
Alrighty, Victor, you're up.
All right, so
Come on, Sensei.
Mr. Victor is cheesing me a little bit when he. This is what. Okay, Kaelyn, I'm so sorry. This is what he does.
I'm learning, man.
I'll have some. I'm just be like, oh man, I'm gonna let him cook, but I have something right there, right that's at my tongue, and then he'll just be like, oh, I want an anime. Oh, I want a movie. Oh, you should give me a comic for that. And I'm just, you sack of shit. I had an idea already. And now he wants to throw in money. Now he wants to throw in a budget.
All I'm saying is, I think you should go against the grain, and you should tell both.
No. I'm gonna follow his rules.
That's fair. Better man than me.
Because here's what you can do. You can go.
Please don't LimeWire.
Don't LimeWire. Please don't steal. Go to your local eBay.com or secondhand retro stores. Shop around. This might take anywhere between, if you're lucky, 1 or 2 days. If you're not lucky, it might take a few months of research. Find yourself a GameCube lot. And what I mean by that is listings where you buy a GameCube and it comes with anything between like 2 to handful 10 games.
I know what you're
and try to get that under $100.
Yeah, no, dude, go to a flea market. Go to just some where they're just selling it, the big lot in a parking lot. There's a whole bunch of different boutique stores. I guarantee you'll find something like that.
But be smart about it. Like,
plug it in first. Ask them to plug it into a TV first.
There is that. But also see how much you can get away with either peeking or asking about what's in the lot. Because some people will just be super transparent and show you every title, especially if they don't know what they're selling. But if you can, try to get inside of your lot a video game called Super Mario Sunshine.
What?
Super Mario Sunshine is probably arguably one of the best Mario games out there.
Whoa.
And I say this as a person who's only played 2 hours of it.
Man.
But here's why. When you're going on about your honeydew, about your tropical, about just like the splish splash and the happiness and the sunshine.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm thinking of the opening area that you get into that game, which is the Delfino Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to fucking play these games missions, okay? You can literally spend the first 4 hours running around, jumping on rooftops, trying to figure out all the advanced Mario jumps where it's like, you do the sideways half flip, and you do the crouch jump, and you do like the backflip thing, and then you use your water jetpack to just rocket yourself a little bit higher and try to get to like the highest point of the map. All the intricate details in that first plaza. You're seeing these happy-go-lucky, like big nose, like little funny guys that is just full of joy. You can see in the distance of this is how good the level design is. You can see like the kind of, if you look off in the distance, kind of like at the horizon, you can see the nice, pleasant heat waves just going off the beach and the pavement and stuff like that. And it's just so full of joy, so tropical, just so. Like, honestly, you can probably sip this wine while slowly cruising around the Delfino Plaza. And that's before you even enter the first fucking mission.
Keep cooking.
No. Same first mission vibe. Kingdom Hearts, dude. Like, absolutely. There's a lot of zesty gameplay, especially when it comes to combat, and it's on a beach. Literally beachside the whole first part of that game.
What Kaelyn is afraid of. And
dude, no. Hey, seriously, dude, I'm okay with shores and stuff, but dude, I'll go out on an open ocean on a ship or on a boat. I've been fishing,
I'm
deep
on
sea
a
fishing.
boat.
That's not a phobia.
But dude, do not put me in that water. If I'm in that
don't
water,
touch the water. Okay,
yeah, no, I don't want to be in the water. There's so much.
How do you feel about pools?
Under me? Oh no, I'm totally fine, dude. No, you really don't understand. Like, bro, it is the ocean, dude.
Those bottomless boats. No, you just make them stand on the middle of it.
It's just the boat, or it's just the ocean in general. It's so open.
So wait, so like if we put you like 200 miles into the Pacific Ocean on a boat,
stressing me out already, bro.
Really?
Well, no.
Even if you're not in the ocean, even if you're just on the ocean,
the boat's okay as long as it's a reliable boat.
Well,
if it's
like a little
dinky ass boat, bro,
I thought it was like a little lifesaver boat.
Fuck that. Yeah, no, on a lifesaver boat, like an inflatable, I'd still be freaking out, bro. I'm way too close to that water.
Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube shorts.
Right?
Fuck water, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you see any on the table?
I know, right?
We literally eat the food that lives in the water.
Okay, now.
Which was delicious.
No, wait, but 100%. Play Super Mario Sunshine. I don't need to tell you what that game, but all Mario games are the same. Something happens at Princess Beach, you gotta savor it. But it is 100% fun. I do currently own it. I don't have a GameCube, but
wait, what?
The Switch had this limited release Super Mario collection where it's just like 64 Galaxy and Super Sunshine. The only reason why I didn't get to it, even though I've had a lot of super fun with it, is just the fact that there's just so many games. So many games. Plus the Switch controls are a little weird, but it's fine. That's our pairings.
I like it.
I think you'd like Super Mario Sunshine, honestly. I think that'd be a game Victor could play and actually get behind it.
Ooh,
which Victor?
Oh, sorry.
You got to be specific here, my guy.
My boy with the pink Victor.
You
Girls' Night Victor.
Stop.
Hell yeah, Yas Queen.
Stop. You think Victor can play a 3D Mario? He can't even handle a fucking camera. He can't even handle the right stick.
I'm just saying I think
yeah, that's I got my ass kicked at Mortal Kombat earlier. Kaelyn literally let me win.
Bro, I wasn't about to fight you.
If you give Mr. Victor Villalbazo a high wall and expect him to jump onto it, knowing what like a half cross freaking backflip is, his head will explode.
I think his interest would be higher because he's more you've played Mario, right? The original Mario, right?
You've had Jeffrey Chambertin, right? What would happen if I gave you a room, your Les Casatiers Premier Cruise, Jeffrey Chambertin?
Well, the first part of that I didn't understand, but I know what you're talking. Or I know the Chivry Chambertin, the Chardonnay for a Burgundy. Sorry, a Burgundy. Sorry, is it the Pinot?
It is Pinot.
Sorry.
Cut that out. Talking about how I don't cut it out. Talking about how I can't handle the controller. Actually, I think you messed with that one, honestly. I really want to play Dark Souls. Or Diablo 4.
What the hell?
Why would you do that, bro?
In a second.
Dude,
I know.
No, but that would, I feel like, turn you off super.
No, because I want to get my ass handed to me on a video game. Truly.
Dude,
without any remorse.
You can play other video games, I'll hand you your ass, but
you got your ass handed to you trying to turn a camera.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
But just still,
it'd be more fun.
Take steps is what I'm saying.
It's like, what's the best way to learn something hard? Just jump in it.
The best way to learn something hard is a top-down asymmetrical roguelike.
Stop, dude! Don't give him don't let him play those, bro. Dude.
You don't think he'll have fun with Gungeon?
You know what? I do think it'd be easier for him to play, and I think it'd be a great.
I want Diablo 4.
I'm just not a crazy fan about roguelike top-down games. You know, personally.
Play a Limbo or Inside.
Oh, Limbo and Inside are both great games. I think you should do Limbo for sure.
How many bosses are in them?
But they're Dark Soulsy.
They're hard, but they're puzzle based. So
yeah,
you just have to figure out what the context is.
Yeah, you have to figure out what they want from you.
I want Diablo 4.
Oh my god, man!
Or Dark Souls.
I mean, I like the RPG vibes. Absolutely, go for it. I think creating your own character is a great way to like.
See, I don't even know about that. I just want to know what it feels like to get your ass kicked in a video game where there's like no remorse, no mercy, and you have nowhere to go but up.
There's so many games that do that. For
you can play the first 2 minutes of Elden Ring. And get that.
Mm-hmm. But I've heard that Elden Ring isn't that hard.
Elden Ring is made by the same people who made Dark Souls, bro.
Okay, the people who are saying that Elden Ring is not hard are the super hardcore From Software players who are just intricately analyzing every like invincibility frames or like whether or not the game has rolling or blocking in it. People who are super into it.
I'm gonna tell you
those are the people who are saying that's not that hard.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, bro. Yeah, those people saying that are people who actually play that game way too often. On a normal gamer base, any of the Dark Souls are a challenge. Absolutely. On a normal gamer base. Like anybody who just plays them casually.
Okay, which one's harder, Dark Souls or Diablo 4?
Dude, personally, I think for me it'd be Diablo 4. It's a little bit more having to do with picking and choosing my choices and the way I fight. Whereas Dark Souls, you can fight in a whole bunch of different ways, man.
With your permission, Victor, I would like to ask Kaelyn a question.
Of course.
Kaelyn, you know about Diablo 4.
Hello.
Really quickly, I want you to pair a wine with Diablo 4.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I can do this. Okay. I would do Ionico. Aggressively spicy and tannic as shit. You got to spend a lot of time to get something out of that bad boy.
Is it going to beat your ass?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Palate-wise, it will put you through a ringer if you don't age that thing, spend your time with it, or just open up it for hours. So you basically have to put in hours to kind of get what you want satisfying out of it. Yeah, okay, Ionico. I'm going to go with Ionico. And plus, it's extremely tannic and dry on my palate.
Do you think the fact that that grape is indigenous to literally near a volcano explosion, do you think that has anything to do with it?
No, but that's actually a very... in Diablo, they're all about, hell and devil shit. So, yeah. No, very relatable. That'd be where I go, man. That'd be where I go.
You did good.
Ionico, baby. Italian red wine that is extremely tannic. Out of the... I can't remember.
Campania Basilicata.
Basilicata?
There you go. Ionico del Voltare.
Okay. I know, when you say Campania, I do. Yeah. I'm not an expert, guys. I just like that stuff.
I'm so sorry, Post Victor, that you have to figure out what the fuck they're talking about.
It's okay, man. It's easy to find.
If you speak Italian.
But no.
Okay, so Ionico is spelled AGLIANICODELVULTURE.
I don't... Wait.
Ionico del Voltore.
Yeah, okay, I think you're right. Honestly, I lost a couple letters, so I'm just going to trust that you're right on that. But it is a hard, weird spelling.
Ooh,
can you believe this back talk? He's saying you don't know how to spell.
Here, let me remind him exactly where he's at in this. Can you give me the pronunciation for the full term DOCG?
Yeah, I can. Denominazione originale controllata e garantita.
Alrighty, Victor. So this is how it's done. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
It's denominazione di origine controllata e garantita.
Because that's not what I said.
And then, what winery starts with Chiachi?
Stop, you only get one.
What wine starts with Chiachi?
Nope.
It's Chiachi, Piccolo, Mini, d'Aragona, Brunello di Montalcino.
I only remember the d'Aragona because it sounds like dragon.
I filmed.
Sorry, I just had to establish that
dominance.
Exactly. I'm like, he criticized my spelling. How dare he?
I just wasn't sure. No, that's fine. I haven't had to say the words denominazione regionale controllata in a long fucking time. I literally had to double think. Like, wait, yeah, I can say that.
How we feeling, Victor?
So one game I think I want Victor to play a lot, though.
Which Victor?
That's Mr. Not Aparicio. Goddamn. Pink shirt Victor over here, boy.
Perfect.
Mr. Villalvazo.
Okay, good.
I want him to play like any of the Amnesia Outcast games, or sorry, Outlast. I
don't
to play.
even know what that is.
I'm gonna tell you. They're horror games, and they're basically survival horror games where you can't fight whatever the heck you're against, and you just run away from them and hide. And then you have to stay hidden away from them until they leave, so you can go and continue doing whatever puzzle you were trying to.
So it's the opposite of Unpack Me. I have to go hide in a box and then figure out the puzzle.
No, you have to hide in a box from somebody who's trying to kill you, and hopefully they leave you.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Is it going to be more gory than The Boys?
No. No. For the most part, it's just like jump scary. Oh my God, he found me. I died. I had to start over. But all I'm saying, they are stressful as hell.
I don't like stressful though.
They're so fun though.
The environments are gory, but nothing gory happens to you.
Oh yeah, you're in like I think in Amnesia, like the first one, you're in a castle, and it's like just
Dracula.
Yeah, no, straight up, like some chandelier shit with like staircases with multiple rooms and the large wine cellars and shit. Yeah,
Victor,
absolutely.
we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that Recco's Pinot Noir for that one.
Oh, Recco's is so good, man. Romania is so underrated.
Viewers, let me talk to you about offline. I think what Kaelyn is suggesting that we have a boys' night where we just get slammed on Negronis.
Oh my God, yes, my cocktail of choice.
Negronis.
Maybe sake bombs are in there, but that's mixing too far of liquors away from each other. And we're going to play some more games. Now, if you want to see this recorded, I would love to see likes and subscriptions. And I'm not kidding. If I see enough of them, it will happen.
I mean, and we're not even asking for a lot, I don't think. I mean, just
a push of a button.
I just want...
Just push some buttons.
We just want some, man.
Push some buttons, and if I see them on my analytics, that it will happen.
You can see some gameplay.
There's no threshold. I just want to see it.
Sucks for the podcast people, but hopefully you guys will stop in on watching.
There you go. Anyways, I think we have ourselves a show.
I think we do.
Yeah, how are we feeling?
Oh, I'm good, dude. I would love another glass.
You can have one anytime you want.
Okay.
In fact, you can have one.
I'm just going to do it myself.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Corks and Controllers with our first guest, Kaelyn. Thank you, Kaelyn, for showing up.
My pleasure.
Like I said, me and Victor
are grateful.
Are grateful. We're proud of you, and I think you're an excellent addition to have as a frequent guest here and there. Now,
awesome.
don't get too full in the head. All right. Okay, this is our show.
Damn it.
Show up when we say so.
Just right when I was about to take this place over. Jesus Christ.
A hostile takeover.
Yep, I had to take a step back, guys. Sorry.
As you know, the original set only has 2 chairs.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about Grandma's couch.
Hey, I'm telling you, he has a lazy chair with like, one of those half dome chairs that you can just like lay in, and I tried so hard.
You uncultured swine. I'll have you know that is called a papasan.
Oh, I am uncultured.
Papasan.
Mm.
Well, I love those chairs, and they look comfortable, and I was loving the idea of maybe sitting in it, but we have this couch, and I love it as well.
Grey Poupon. Papasan.
If you have any feedback about our guest, Kaelyn, here, be sure to leave your comments either down in the YouTubes, down in the threads, down in the Instagrams, down anywhere where you feel like you are seeing this content, as well as podcast at Speaky.net. Who is Speaky.net? That's the media company. Who cares? I don't. Whatever.
Tangent.
And yeah, let us know how you feel. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks so much, guys.
Let me start a fight before we end the show. Kaelyn, is Dune the same thing as Star Wars?
Oh my God! Just bye, guys. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.